Good morning, everyone. I'm going to
Good
call the
morning.
meeting to order. At this time, I'd like to remind council, municipal staff, and members of the public in attendance that this electronic public meeting is being live streamed to the public. A video recording of this meeting will be available to the public on the township's YouTube account. Physical attendance of the public at this meeting is restricted due to the COVID-19 pandemic. I'd like to thank the applicants for their patience and understanding of the need to organize this meeting through the use of technology. The municipality has made every effort to ensure all affected property owners were informed and are able to participate in this planning process. And Sue, I'll ask you to read the note, please.
Thank you through the chair. One of the purposes of the Planning Act is to provide for planning processes that are open, accessible, timely, and efficient. Accordingly, all written submissions, documents, correspondence, emails, or other communications, including your name and address, form part of the public record and will be disclosed and made available by the municipality to such persons as the municipality sees fit, including anyone requesting such information. Accordingly, in providing such information, you shall be deemed to have consented to its use and disclosure as part of the planning process.
Thank you. I'm going to give the First Nations land acknowledgement. As we gather today, I'd like to acknowledge on behalf of council and our community that we are meeting on the traditional territory of the Algonquin people. We would like to thank the Algonquin people and express our respect and support for their rich history. And we are extremely grateful for their many and continued displays of friendship. We also thank all the generations of people who have taken care of this land for thousands of years. Is there any declaration of pecuniary interest this morning?
None.
Okay,
None
seeing none, the purpose of the meeting is to hear persons' comments in regards to zoning bylaw amendment application made by the applicant, file number MVA-2022-03, Nicholas Robert Newman and Victoria Laurel Virch. And with that, I will turn it over to Mr. Lerbetsky.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Item 5.1. The purpose and effect of the zoning bylaw amendment is pursuant to the provisions of the residential R1 provisions of zoning bylaw number 2006-26 as amended. The application is to reduce the front yard setback from 7.5 meters, which is 24.61 feet, to 6.7 meters, which converts to 22 feet, to allow for the construction of an addition to the existing house. The addition will be 25 feet by 36 feet and a covered porch 23 feet by 8 feet. And if council has looked at the application sketch, it shows the positioning of the original house, which has caused the reason for the amendment to application. Just a corner of the proposed addition will be what will protrude into the existing setback. So therefore, that is the reason for the amendment request. Item number 6, the report on the application and notice. Item 6.1, the subject notice was prepared and posted on the subject property on February the 15th, 2022. Item 6.2, the notice was mailed out on February the 16th, 2022. Item 7, notice to public bodies, written responses, and telephone messages. There were none. Item number 8, written comments. I did not receive any. Item number 9, verbal report on general or telephone inquiries and or attendances at the municipal office. There were none. I'll hand that back over to you, Madam Mayor. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Are there any oral or written presentations by those in attendance? Okay, seeing none. Are there any questions or discussion by council?
No questions.
No questions? All right, so then I'm going to turn it back to Mr. Lerbetsky to take us through the evaluation, and council, just a reminder that you need to respond to the questions orally for Mr. Lerbetsky.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. So we'll go right to the question part of it. Is the variance minor in nature?
Yes.
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 Thank you.
Yes.
Is the variance is desirable for the appropriate development or use of the land, building, or structure?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you. And is the general intent and purpose of the zoning bylaw maintained?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
you. And the general intent and purpose of the official plan is maintained.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you very much. So if the application cannot meet all the 4 tests, it should be refused. In this case, the answer was yes to all the questions. So I'll ask you to carry on, Madam Mayor. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Now I will ask Sue to read the notification.
Thank you, through the chair. A copy of the decision of the committee will be sent to the applicant and to each person who appeared in person or by counsel at the hearing and who has filed with the Secretary Treasurer a written request for notice of the decision. If you wish to be notified of the decision of the Committee of Adjustment for the Township of Madawaska Valley in respect of this application, you must submit a written request to the Secretary Treasurer of the Committee of Adjustment for the Township of Madawaska Valley. If a person or public body would otherwise have an ability to appeal the decision of the Committee of Adjustment to the Ontario Land Tribunal, but the person or public body does not make oral submissions at a public meeting or make written submissions to the Township of Madawaska Valley before the decision is passed, the person or public body is not entitled to appeal the decision. If a person or public body does not make oral submissions at a public meeting or make written submissions to the township before the decision is made by the Committee of Adjustment, the person or public body may not be added as a party to the hearing of an appeal before the Ontario Land Tribunal unless, in the opinion of the tribunal, there are reasonable grounds to do so.
Okay, thank you. And with that, I'm going to ask for a mover and a seconder to grant application MVA-2022-03. Moved by Councillor Schulis, seconded by Councillor Poplinski. Is there any discussion on that motion?
None.
Seeing none, all those in favor? And that's carried. Okay, thank you. And with that, the meeting is closed. We'll see you in the next one.
Thank you very much, everyone. And once again,